Think of all the iconic entrances John Cena has had at WrestleManias. Tonight, there was no colour. It was all blacked out and it was a stoic, slow walk to the ring for John Cena in his final WrestleMania appearance. A huge contrast to the entrance tonight for Cody Rhodes, and I love that. I love the feel of this main event. The first match for heel John Cena with mixed reactions for both Cena and for Cody. This is the vibe you want out of a WrestleMania main event. It just is. Well, a classic ref bump would be the reason why Cody Rhodes didn't win for this pinfall attempt, at least. Travis Scott would emerge and the slow walk to the ring because they knew what was coming. Travis Scott would pull the referee out of the ring, again denying Cody victory, but Cody would get his revenge with a crossroads to Travis Scott with a little bit of extra spice to it, let's be honest. And then it came down to Cody making the choice to not be a bad guy. It cost him. Cena wins. For the 17th time, the record breaker, John Cena, is WWE champion. Some will love it, some will hate it, but that is the result. John Cena is the champ. John Cena now plans to ruin wrestling. Will John Cena remain champion until December? Will Cena retire with the WWE Championship? Is John Cena the last real WWE champion? Also got to mention, The Rock didn't show up at WrestleMania. That actually shocked me. I really thought The Rock would at least make an appearance. Nothing. Wow, he really does hate us, doesn't he? This is things you might have missed from WrestleMania Sunday. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. So earlier today, the Wyatt Sicks debut won the WTF Moment of the Year for the WWE Slammies. And because obviously they weren't there, the Wyatt Sicks would send in a video message for the WWE Universe. You can see here the logo with a circle around it, all the cryptic stuff you'd expect from this kind of promo. This was the Wyatt Sicks reminding us that they made them remember. Well, who? Us? The superstars that are in the Wyatt Sicks? We don't know. But the big talking point, for 1 microsecond towards the end of the video, you can see Nikki Cross there screaming, but in the corner, that is Alexa Bliss. So is Alexa Bliss now already with the Wyatt Sicks? Or is this message directed to Alexa? We don't know, but why I think this is so significant is it was at WWE World a year ago that all the Nightbird teases began, and now they've been absent for a while. The very first tease of the Wyatt Sicks happened at the WWE Slammies Award at WWE World. So, make of that what you will. I think that's a life is a circle moment. Stephanie McMahon would welcome us to night 2 of WrestleMania tonight, and after that we'd witness the first match with Iyo Sky retaining the Women's World Championship. So well deserved. Absolute 5-star match. No ifs, buts, nor maybes. They delivered. Bianca, Rhea and Iyo, every single move mattered, and they delivered. It would be Iyo with the moonsault after Bianca had hit the hair whip and the KOD to Rhea, and Iyo would pin Bianca Belair. Very cool to see Bianca Belair get a special entrance with her stepdaughter involved as well. You know that must have meant a lot to her, so that's very fun. And of course, Rhea Ripley had a unique entrance attire for WrestleMania. Also, Iyo did not, but obviously that was the story here. Iyo Sky was forgotten about this entire feud, and now she remains Women's World Champion. We got special entrances for Drew McIntyre and for Damian Priest for their Sin City street fight. It was also advertised by commentary that when Slayer go on tour later this year, one of the concerts will be hosted by Damian Priest. That is cool, isn't it? I bet he's absolutely over the moon to do that. Was it just me, though, or did Drew McIntyre not look happy with his entrance attire tonight? This was purely an advertisement for Doom Slayer, which was like the sponsor of the match, and I just wonder if this was like forced on Drew or what. Well, he made good on social media, though. Mid-match selfie for Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. Still bored at work, and it got over 100k likes in under 2 minutes. That is impressive. Apart from maybe fighting out into the street, I don't know what more we could have wanted from this street fight. This felt like these two men hated each other and they did everything to hurt each other during the match like you would expect. The craziest spot, when Damien went for old school, Drew would push him off the ropes and he'd crash through 2 tables, ultimately setting up the end of the match as he got claymored into the corner where a steel chair had been set up most of the match. Very cool match, with Drew McIntyre picking up the big win tonight at WrestleMania. WWE will be taking over Perth, Australia this October for a 4-day weekend of Raw, SmackDown, and a PLE that is soon to be announced. And yes, John Cena is advertised. The official Funko Pop of WrestleMania 41 is John Cena, and it dropped today on WWE Shop. This is really cool. You can see, though, it won't be shipped until September, but this will be John Cena in his WrestleMania Vegas attire. Very cool. Dirty Dominik Mysterio is your new Intercontinental Champion, winning the Fatal 4-Way match tonight. Notably, though, pinning Finn Balor. The Judgment Day did implode during the match exactly like we thought it might do. And of course, Finn and Dom couldn't work together for too long. They both wanted the same thing. I love Dom running back to the ring to celebrate because the crowd was actually going crazy. They were hyped for Dom's win. And let's be fair, he doesn't get cheered too much. Make the most of it, Dom. Very cool Fatal 4-Way though, but we got to talk about the death of Carlito again as Bron Breakker would spear him through the announce table. It looked absolutely thunderous. What an impact. Big question though, are we now going to get a face Dominik Mysterio? That would be kind of fun. Something we haven't explored before, but I mean, the WrestleMania crowd was certainly behind him. Will other people be? We'll find out probably in the next few weeks. One of the big mysteries tonight was who would Randy Orton face in his open challenge at WrestleMania. Well, it was the TNA heavyweight champion, Joe Hendry. And yes, Randy Orton defeated Joe. And yes, it was a squash. Yes, it was quick. Yes, it was filler. But it was still absolutely great. Joe Hendry at WrestleMania. I know people wanted Rusev or Aleister Black or even Uncle Howdy. And do you know what? I don't. Those people are going to have storylines in WWE coming up very soon, hopefully, and therefore we don't want them to come to WrestleMania to lose. There was no way Randy was going to lose tonight. We all know that this was put together last minute because of the Kevin Owens injury. This is fine. As announced today, Worlds Collide for NXT will be on the same night as Money in the Bank. So Saturday, June 7th, absolutely stacked for wrestling action. Logan Paul defeated AJ Styles at WrestleMania clean. Yes, Karrion Kross would actually get involved, but he helped AJ Styles. He stopped Logan Paul getting the brass knucks. He begged AJ Styles to use them, so he wanted AJ to go to his evil ways, but AJ said no. But AJ, you should have listened to Karrion, because you got back in the ring. You got one lucky shot from Logan Paul, the pulverizer, and that was it. Logan Paul wins. Very clear this is not over between AJ and Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross viewed AJ losing to Logan Paul tonight as a loss for the entire industry. We saw what happened on Raw with Karrion by putting his hands behind his back. He tried to show AJ the evil ways. AJ obviously trying to ignore it at every turn. Karrion Kross was right. AJ should have listened. The other mystery tonight was who would be the tag team partner of Lyra Valkyria, with Bayley being replaced. Who would team with the angelic Bird Lady, who had a great WrestleMania attire, although, let's be fair, Liv Morgan's is the greatest WrestleMania attire of all time. Reasons. It was indeed Becky Lynch making her return to WWE. A lot of people saying she had best for business wrote on the back of her jacket. She didn't. She had back in business. Honestly, great to see Becky back. It is a shame it comes at the expense of Bayley's WrestleMania moment, though. I do like the fact there is a story and history here. Obviously, Becky and Liv. The last time we saw Becky was a steel cage match with Liv. Liv has been shouting that she retired Becky Lynch. Well, the result of the match I didn't like, but that's personal reasons. Becky Lynch and Lyra are the new tag team champions. There's nothing wrong with this. What is cool, though, is we know the number one contenders for these belts are Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan, and Becky and Lyra will be on NXT Tuesday to defend the tag team titles. A huge pop for Stone Cold Steve Austin tonight as he would come out driving to the ring, we'll talk about that, to announce the attendance record for tonight and the combined attendance for the weekend. Got to mention it, here we go. Stone Cold crashed into the barricade, sending a fan flying down. The woman was visibly upset. WWE President Nick Khan out there almost instantly. He was ringside, I think, for most of the show, but visibly over there checking on the lady. Not only that, probably trying to settle any lawsuit that's coming up for WWE from that one. Genuinely, 10 out of 10 from me tonight. I genuinely think I enjoyed every single match. Loved it all. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on those notifications, never miss an upload. Like the video, share the video. See you tomorrow for Raw. Peace!